It is January 3rd, and the item of the year has been released. Let's take a look. 2025 Item of the Year, CyberRealm Keycode. Access the CyberRealm, a world of digital processes and valuable data. The realm? Realms are great. Every single realm out there is amazing. This one will be amazing too. Valuable data? Can I sell it for meat? I have so many questions. And I also noticed that the CyberRealm key code costs 2 Mr. Accessories. Instead of last year, it cost 1 Mr. Accessory. So that's also interesting. Yeah, see, black and white apron enrollment form, 1 Mr. Accessory. CyberRealm key code, 2 Mr. Accessories. Well, let's buy it. Thanks for your patronage. You acquire an item, CyberRealm key code. CyberRealm key code. Some console cowboy shoulders surfed the wage slave button pusher who runs security at the monorail station. You're in. Yes, it's a monorail location. That is so cool. The monorail has not gotten a new realm ever since the very first item of the month that I bought. The very first item of the month I ever bought was Pirate Realm. And there's, look at all these doors. You could do so much with this. And you could also expand out sideways, like all the realms, all of them. And I'm very excited about this one. You take the key code to your friendly neighborhood locksmith and do some social engineering to convince the kid behind the counter to cut you a new key. You acquire an item, server room key. You've got the key to the server room at the monorail station. You can come and go as you please, as long as you're not there at the same time as the admin. The admin has been working from home for the last couple of years, so he's never in the server room. Cannot be traded or discarded. Way to go, admin. Working from home is the way to do it. Yes! The door has opened. Alright, but now I gotta check what happens if I click visit on here. Okay, it takes me there. Let's go in. Oh, CyberRealm Terminal, Interoffice Mail Tube, D-Digitizer. Some drawers. Oh, there's nothing in the drawer except an old data stick. You plug it in and scan it, but there's nothing interesting on it. Acquire an item, data stick. Data stick, a solid state vessel for cyber data with a handy loop on it in case you want to put it on your keychain or hang it on a rusty nail in the barn. Type accessory, selling price 50 meat, plus 1 RAM. Do I want RAM? It's giving me source terminal vibes a little bit. So the source terminal has all kinds of RAM. It's got pram, gram, spam, cram, dram, tram, ingram, diagram, ashram, scram, trigram. It's like I'm trying to figure out, I assume there's no relation, but it's just interesting. Just normal RAM, not the other kinds. Ooh, this drawer is full of hanging file folders. You check the most recent one. Compromised network nodes. Owner Wada Ikigami Cyber Investments Dynamics Security Level 1 Countermeasures Parental Controls Active Intrusion Green Hat. Owner Tooth Peanut Metals Security Level 2 Countermeasures Firewall Active Intrusion Black Hat. Owner Kanai Teletranslation Security Level 3 Countermeasures Null Container Active Intrusion Red Hat. Okay, we've got different kinds of hats, we've got different security levels, and we've got different countermeasures, whatever any of that means. This drawer is full of single-use blank D-Digitizer cartridges. If you find a schematic, you'll be able to download it to one of those, so you can use it in the D-Digitizer machine, but these machines use a lame kind of DRM that makes it so you can only use a schematic once. Just a bunch of pens and paper clips and stuff. Ancient tech, like 0% cyber. Useless. You find some loose data in the trash, nestled amidst the empty candy bar wrappers and snot-soaked tissues. Ugh. You acquire an item 1. You acquire 3 zeros. All that remains in that can is gross IT guy trash. Maybe you can check again after tomorrow's shift. This drawer just has 4 old issues of Computer Shopper in it, which are thick enough that they fill the entire thing from front to back. It can't have been cost-effective to mail these things. But mailing stuff has always been cheaper than it should be. So really it's the US mail that lost out on that one. Well, or whichever country's mail. Maybe it was expensive. Never mind. In the US it would have been cheap to ship them. You know that drawer is empty. Do you think cyber elves teleported in since the last time you opened it and deposited some new hardware? Get real. 0% cyber. Useless. D-Digitizer. Ooh. The D-Digitizer sits on the edge of the desk, ready to turn digital bits into crude matter. There's a cartridge slot on top. A cartridge? Alrighty. Wired underwear. These undies have heating coils with an external USB control port for those times when you want to cede control of your genital temperature to a machine. Type pants, power 50, selling price 40 meat. CyberRealm, restore your hit points. Oh, hacker physiology. by 50% for 1 RAM. Encrypted shuriken. The nice thing about a software ninja star is that when you throw it, you still have it. Type ranged weapon, one-handed shuriken, damage 10 to 20, selling price 45 meat. CyberRealm does 20 damage for 2 RAM. Visual packet sniffer. This device allows you to peer into the computer and see the bits while ignoring the bobs. Type offhand item, selling price 40 meat. CyberRealm gives a chance for additional ones to drop after combat. Is that what these are? Yeah, okay, those are ones and those are zeros. Synthetic coffee. This has all of the caffeine of coffee, but none of the flavor. Well, I should clarify that. It has none of the good flavor. Type potion, selling price 1 meat. Effect synthetic buzz, 10 adventures, plus 50% combat initiative. Eye drops. These are supposed to be specifically formulated to relieve eye strain from illegal computer activities. Type potion, selling price 1 meat. Effect cybercrime eyes, 10 adventures, plus 30% item drops from monsters. And that's a lot of other things to unlock. What's this cost? Oh, no. We got ones, we got zeros, we got... Who knows what those are? Ooh, that's a lot of things to buy and unlock. I like it. That is great. Inter-office mail tube. There's a little sticky note by the mail tube that says, send meat, receive drugs. Apparently someone in the mailroom has a shady underworld hookup and will sell you illicit nootropics. Drenchome 2.0. This pill will amp you up for some good old-fashioned cyber violence. Type spleen item, toxicity 1, selling price 10 meat, effect cyber slicer, 30 adventures, cyber attacks, deal more damage. Expand. Every dumb hippie will tell you that drugs are a great way to expand your consciousness, but even the nerds agree that this one does a pretty good job of it. Type spleen item, toxicity 1, selling price 10 meat, effect cyber memory boost, 30 adventures plus 3 RAM. Synapse blaster. This street drug promises to deaden your nerves, but only the ones you don't need for jockeying your console. Type spleen item, toxicity 1, selling price 10 meat, effect cyber resist times 2000, 30 adventures, superhuman prismatic resistance. That's kind of nice. All these being spleen items, though. Yay, it's a new realm. Okay, CyberRealm terminal. Whoa, network map. Oh, okay. So there's 3 different places I can go. And those are the 3 different network nodes that we saw on the other side. So let's go with the level 1, whatever that means. Wada Ikigami Cyber Investments Dynamics. Ooh, combat. You're fighting a green hat hacker. The environment around you corrupts. You can tell because it turns even greener and things start glitching out. A crackling voice erupts from all of the speakers in the room. Never send a boy to do a woman's job. You reply confused. What? What boy? What job? No satisfactory answers provided. You get the jump on her. You gag as you approach her. What a stench. You lose 19 hit points, stench damage. She corrupts all the food in the monorail station's break room fridge. The smell permeates the entire building. You lose 11 hit points. You acquire an item, glitched malware. Oh, and sure enough, I'm down 1 adventure. But let's take a look at that glitched malware. This code is screwed up, but not so screwed up that it doesn't run at all. Selling price 99 meat, CyberRealm banish a process for the rest of the day. You're fighting a network worm. Software worms are a lot like regular worms, except they're made of metal instead of flesh, and data instead of metal. Throw cyber rock? You envision some ones in a clump and throw it at your foe for 10 damage. It shocks your eye with the little antenna things on its tail. Apparently they're electrified. You lose 179 hit points. I mean, I can throw cyber rocks some more. How much damage does this guy take? Okay, good. You win the fight. You acquire an item 1. Aw, your locket vibrates. Memories of this monster would be too painful to revisit. You're fighting some parental controls. It's important not to let your children use the internet unsupervised, but when you do, it's important that you abdicate the responsibility even further by installing some automated protection software that you don't know how to use. That's terrible. You acquire an item 1. You're fighting a network worm. Why do I only have 2 skills? It's kind of annoying. I had all of them at the beginning, but now they're gone. Apparently I can throw lots of rocks, so that's good. You're fighting a green hat hacker. Yay! I can use all my normal stuff. You acquire an item glitched malware. I've got lots of glitched malware. Ooh. You're fighting a zombie process. When a network program terminates with unfinished business, it becomes a ghost protocol. If it inhabits a second terminated program, it becomes one of these. The glitched malware just banishes bad guys though, and I don't know if I want to do that. So I think I'll just keep throwing rocks. It pulls a bone out of one of its subroutines and smacks you in the foot with it. And I got a 1. Okay, it's another green hat hacker. Okay, we've got zombie processing. Thank goodness these bad guys don't have many hit points. I can just throw rocks at them. Acquire 2 1s. Oh, you find a server that's filled to the brim with prawn. I'd rather not go into any more detail than that. Overlook it or try to route around. Try to route around? I don't think that actually changed my map. Okay, so that makes me think I'm making progress of some kind. Ooh, a bot fly. These are part of a failed botnet. They don't sow dissent and rig elections like they were supposed to. They just reproduce endlessly in corrupt files by converting sections of them into video clips of maggots. Ooh, get 2 1s. Ooh, you're fighting an ice man. He's not made of literal ice, even though we did use that joke elsewhere in here. He's a man composed of pure intrusion counter electronics. Nobody knows why it manifests in the shape of a dude. Acquire an item 1. Oh, we got a green hat hacker again. I don't have to throw rocks. Ooh. You're fighting a rat, remote access Trojan. A verminous little packet of data that crawls in and deposits its vile corruption all over the floor. You reach the final node of the Wada Ikegami Cyber Investments Dynamics Network and are free to examine all their data. Hacking complete. You complete your exploration of the network and exfiltrate some data, which you immediately sell on the black market. You gain 5,000 meat. You also discovered a schematic for the dedigitizer. You acquire an item, dedigitizer schematic, CyberVisor. It's full of data that it claims can be converted into a CyberVisor. Maybe if you had a CyberVisor, you'd be able to look at it and verify this. Overhead lights interfere with your ability to concentrate on cyber business. If you can't convince HR to let you turn the lights off in this section of the building, this is the next best thing. Type hat, power 100, selling price 60 meat, plus 3 RAM. I don't know if I want that yet. How about I adventure there some more and find out? Guessing it won't let me go here. Yep, you've already hacked this system. Tooth peanut metals. You're going down. You're fighting a gray hat hacker. The server falls silent. A hollow laugh pierces the silence because it is sharp as well as hollow. A ghostly face appears. A ghostly voice follows. Mess with the best, die like the rest. What? I didn't mess with you. You just showed up and started messing with me. An eerie silence is the only reply. You get the jump on her. Ooh, you acquire an item null day exploit. Sometimes software gets owned before it's even written. Type potion, selling price 15 meat, effect null afternoon. Enemy stats will be adjusted to 0. Do I want that? I don't feel like I've been doing badly against them. Throw those rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. You're fighting a firewall. Some people say that the best defense is a good offense, and some people say that the best offense is fire. Honest, at least 2 people say that. Some of your less robust hairs burn off as you approach it. Throw a cyber rock. Maybe someday I'll learn how to do something that's not just throwing cyber rocks or banishing the enemy. More rocks. Got 1 whole 1 for that, huh? I like the blue and green on black. I like that a lot. Oh, these guys are hitting harder. This firewall is going to take 13 rocks. I apparently have an infinite supply of rocks, so that's good. This node seems to be running a customer support forum, long abandoned by management. Things are pretty heated in there, nearly a full-on flame war. Use moderation, try to route around. Oh man, let's use moderation. Let's see how that goes. You swing the banhammer until things quiet down long enough for you to snag some data. You acquire 40 zeros. You lose 9 hit points. That's a great trade. I'll take that trade. 40 zeros. Wow. Maybe someday I'll learn how to do more than throw rocks. I'm glad I can at least do that much. Hooray, a great hat hacker. I can use my June Cleaver and Sauce Geyser. You reach the final node of the Tooth Peanut Metals network and are free to examine all their data. Mission accomplished. You complete your exploration of the network and exfiltrate some data which you immediately sell in the black market. You gain 10,000 meat. You acquire an item, dedigitizer schematic, psilocyber mushroom. Ooh, what is a psilocyber mushroom? Now that psychedelics are in a quasi-legal gray area, it's easier than ever to just download them off the internet. It's pure digital enlightenment, man. Type spleen item, toxicity 1, selling price 10 meat, effect connected. 80 adventures plus 5 to familiar weight, familiar damage plus 5. That's kind of fun. Let's do it again. I've got 1 more level that I can fight. Ooh. Oh. I see. So those are the unlocks? Wait, I didn't notice. Are those tradable? Looks that way. Would you look at that? This is so much fun. It has been many years since there was a new realm, and I'm enjoying every second of this. Oh, I can't go back on that one. Last but not least, You're fighting null container. When you compartmentalize some data, like in protected memory or whatever a container is, your perspective changes. From inside there, outside is nothing. Not unrelated memory contents, not a bunch of zeros, not vacuum or magnetic ether. Just nothing. It's horrifying. Is that... Oh, I can only throw cyber rocks. Let's throw some cyber rocks. It's taking a lot of rocks to work on this guy. You lose. It's time to use that potion. Null day exploit. Enemy stats are adjusted to 0. Let's do that. You install the exploit into your calendar software. You acquire an effect, null afternoon. Wow, 21 rocks. It's crazy. Yeah, that guy still takes me down. You feel something hot on your neck, the breath of an intruder. He speaks, his voice the crackle of digital flames charring the edges of your data. Why are you here? You ask him. Me? I'm just burning for the ancient heavenly DSL connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of the server, baby, he replies in an irritating voice, modulated by resident audio software. I see, you lie. You acquire an item logic grenade. This little bit of code will explode into a paradox cascade the moment it makes contact with a piece of software. Be cautious when using it if you have a pacemaker or you're in a Bluetooth iron lung. Instantly kill a CyberRealm process. Oh man, I can totally use that. But what if I just banish this guy instead? Bye-bye, null container. You infect your foe with the glitched malware. That'll keep them busy for the day. Aha! You found the juiciest of corporate data. A directory of where exactly all the bodies are buried. Commence digging. Oh, it turns out these listings are all for graveyards. That's a lot less exciting than you'd hoped. Still, data is data. You acquire 90 zeros. Good job, carnivorous potted plant. You've reached the final node of the Kanai teletranslation network and are free to examine all their data. You cyber did it! You complete your exploration of the network and exfiltrate some data, which you immediately sell on the black market. You gain 20,000 meat. You acquire an item dedigitizer schematic virtual cyber tattoo. You're not really sure how this works, since the end result is also just data. Maybe it's like metadata. It's like a temporary tattoo, but vulnerable to EMP pulses and sunspots instead of rain and sweating. Type usable, cannot be discarded. Oh wow, that costs a lot of ones and zeros. But weirdly, I have enough zeros already. Just not enough ones. I'm supposed to buy some of these and not just brute force everything. Yeah, maybe I should do that for next time. Yeah, I definitely should have had some of these equipped. Oh well, 16 and 16. Yeah, I can afford it. One of them's, one of those. Looks great. First impressions. This is amazing and I love it! I'm gonna have so much fun playing here every single day and exploring what all the different drops are, what all the different mechanics are. So I think there's something about RAM that I was supposed to have picked up on and possibly used, like as a resource. But instead I just threw an awful lot of rocks, and that one enemy that I couldn't defeat with rocks, I banished. So I mean, success! But I think there's probably some different ways to approach it. I love the theme. I think it's funny. I like that there's so many items to unlock. I'm kind of hopeful there's some new skills maybe in there that I can find. I'm just gonna have so much fun exploring this. I love, love, love that the new item of the year is a realm, because then it's available to everyone for a full 12 months instead of all the previous realms, I think, have been items of the month, and if you weren't there for that month, for example, the Conspiracy Island Charter, you just can't ever get it again. Now, it is interesting that this one costs 2 Mr. Accessories, $20, but there's a lot of work that goes into a realm like this. Like I said, there's the new mechanics, the graphics, the different zones, the different enemies, the store, all the cute little drawers and trash and whatever that you could explore. Like, this is so much fun. I love it. It's amazing. Thank you for making this, and thanks for watching.